I've never seen it.
Well, I was brainstorming. Not that this is. I don't need any.
We're recording, just so you know.
Okay, but
I
was like, okay, what? Because I was thinking, I was like, I would never be able to tour with like a giant band. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, you could save money. You could really, if you had like a big band, what you could do if you had to get to Europe to do a tour where they would just be on a bus because Europe's so fucking small. You get them a cruise ship contract. So that they perform
on the cruise ship on the way there.
On the boat to get to Europe.
Oh.
Okay.
And then you keep a cut of that money.
You're a wheeler and dealer.
I like being, you're like 4 steps down the line into this. You're like, I don't have the band.
Yeah.
But once I have the band,
There's no way
make the money.
Well, I was,
I've performed on a cruise ship before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. That's hard to break into.
It is hard to break into regularly, and it is good money when you do. I know stand-ups who I performed on a music one, so I was a little bit different of a thing. But if you become like a carnival stand-up, that can be like $8,000 for a week.
Damn.
But you have to have 3 clean hours that are different.
Give me 15 years, and I will have that ready to go.
They have a resident drag, because drag is popular on gay cruises. They have like a thing. Virgin Voyages does like a character called the Diva, who's like a resident drag queen, but she has to like do all sorts of stuff. And it's not like you're kind of.
Do you mean as well, like even not during the show, like you're around the boat as sort of a character?
Yeah, she has a show, but then she also like does bingo, which cool.
Sure.
And then another game show, and then there's like in the description, it's like, and she's there to get the party started, and I'm like, I know what that looks like.
Right. People are like scooping macaroni out of a buffet.
Yeah, and you're just like, hey, diva!
The sun's going down.
Yeah.
Just yelling.
And then they're like, can you remind everyone that like the buffet closes in 2 minutes? And you're just in full drag and no one knows your name.
That sounds
And you're doing
not
logistics.
Fun.
Yeah, and you're also in charge of
you have to drive the
staff.
boat.
You do need to turn if there's an iceberg.
Yeah, you're also the lookout in the crow's nest.
You have to clean every room.
Yeah, you have to clean every
It was such a... And you just... These people have a lot of money on cruises that they do not... They are like bleeding money until they die. I kind of think they're old.
Yeah.
And they are... This cruise was headlined by the band Bare Naked Ladies and the band Sister Hazel.
Wait, what is the song the Bare Naked Ladies have
It's been
that I know?
One week. You're like chickity China, the Chinese chicken,
a
get a drumstick and your brain starts ticking.
I love that that's the line.
They
That's
have
the line
a
everyone
song
knows.
in a movie.
They have that like Million Years or something song. They're pretty popular for a little while.
I think the movie is Chicken Little, but I don't know the song.
Sounds like Chickadee China would
You're
be the song.
thinking REM, I think.
Nope.
Yeah.
Imagine if Bare Naked Ladies sung Losing My Religion. We would just every night watch old people not know the words to 1 week by the Bare Naked, but just like mumble their way through the really fast part.
Show.
And they'd be like, no, and then they go, Chickadee China. No. I'm like, it's kind of a little racist how that's the only part you know.
That's horrifying.
Google the lyrics. It's for free.
The singer's reading them off an iPad.
The guy doesn't even
He doesn't
know.
care. You do realize, as for whatever like novelty a band like the Bare Naked Ladies has, they're all so good at music.
Yeah.
Because they're jamming around and goofing around, and you're like, you forget these are all the best. Very rarely just do they make it that, even if they're a pop band, where they're not just like incredible music. It's completely different level when I saw Elton John and his guitar player. You're just like, oh, is that the best guitar player in the world in Elton John's band? I don't even know the name of that band. I don't even think he gets a name. I don't think he's allowed to talk.
It's crazy. I mean, my dad plays with Elvis Costello, and so he's like a bass player, and they're just like these unidentified.
And bass player, the unidentified of the unidentified musicians.
Yeah, but then it's like this weird like thing where because they're doing the same thing over and over again. And it's like they'll do something or like talk, and it's like, oh wait, they're like unbelievably talented.
Yeah.
This is the best musician you've ever met.
Yeah, like just psychotically. Like my dad can just like he learns music just on the way
That's
the
insane.
session.
That
Like
is
he'll just listen
absolutely
to it
wild.
once in the car and then he'll just do it perfectly.
That's so insane. I walked into Joe's dad's house for the first time maybe a couple years ago, and I didn't realize that your dad was who he is, and there's just like a Grammy on the mantle, and I was like, who are you?
It's a weird thing because like as like a drag queen or like a gay man, it doesn't like come up. Like it's a weird thing that like no one. It's cool. I'm
Sure.
very
It is
proud of
cool.
him, but it's not like I'm like. Do you know Elvis Costello? Like it's a really odd thing
It's
to like
literally
work in.
There's no way
Yeah.
you've ever had to play that to get in a room or
Right.
anything.
no way that it would work.
Different
like,
circles.
like very
You're like,
different.
do you know
circle.
Elvis? They perk up. Costello. Oh.
Yeah, it's like it's not even the most famous Elvis.
Oh, that's so funny. For some reason, I hit the cameras, didn't I?
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm like worried that I didn't start them, so I'm gonna check again.
Okay.
This will all be okay. One's recording, and that's enough.
Do you want to check the other two?
If I pushed one, what was I doing over there?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If I pushed one of the three, I don't deserve it. At
I
its
don't want
best.
you driving the cruise ship.
When we would dock on the cruise ships, I mean, you realize these people, it's like infinite. You know, these people are wealthy and retired. Some people live on them. People are like, I cruise 320 days a year, and then I stay with my kids on the holidays or something
Oh,
like
so
that.
they don't have like in lieu of a home.
In lieu, they do not have a home. They live
Wow.
because first, that's kind of a testament to how the housing situation in the country on one end, but it's
Sure.
also these people are just like to live on a cruise is like $100,000 a year.
Yeah, and it must just be like heaven for them.
You don't have to do
Yeah.
anything. I am too claustrophobic. I had a room that didn't have a window, so I had to go sleep on the floor in a room that had a window because I can't do the bed in a windowless room moving around.
Oh, were you getting sick?
I was getting sick.
Well, yeah. Also, like, I mean, I think that's great for them, but like, I definitely want more for myself.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I can't.
Like, but there are a lot of people that are just like
They like to go. They like to be on the ocean. They like to go to Mexico.
sheeple.
I would. They honestly like to be overflowing with poop and stuck at sea for 6 months. They love to be airlifted out of a turd. It's just what they love.
It's their passion.
You would go to the land and you would like dock in 3 random places in Mexico, and you're just like, well, this is a mall. This isn't Mexico. You know what I mean? The mile that you explore.
Yeah.
And then you would talk to someone. You're like, well, we kind of want to go out like. We're here for 6 hours. Is there like a restaurant like in further? And they're like, yeah, you don't want to go there. Like this is the people in Mexico like working there. Like there's like you'd have to go up to a city. Like you don't want to just be in the middle of nowhere in Mexico.
You're just at like an Olive
Yeah.
Garden.
They were. It was a bunch of older people at restaurants being like, "Hola, can I have the tacos? Can I have
tacos.
no letuche on the tacos?
Tacos.
And is the beef? Is it
The biff.
is it ground? Is it ground?
That
You're like,
is
this is
humiliating.
psychotic.
The biff.
Dude, it is then they come back with $10,000 in souvenirs and like duty-free booze that you would like, you know what I mean? Like it's like they live at like Hudson News but on the water.
That's amazing.
But the comedy and the entertainment on those is a lucrative thing that is tough to get in. I know people who just do that. Comedians you've
Yeah.
never heard of, and that's their life.
Yeah.
God,
like
they're
10
making good money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
doing
I know
right.
some comedians who do it too. Jimmy Kimmel's sister Jill does it.
We
Jill
gotta
You talking
get
about Jilmy
on
Kimmel?
Jilmy
Jilmy Kimmy?
Jilmy Kimmel. Well, it's probably
It's
not
Jill,
that
she's
hard to break
great.
into cruise ships if you're
No, she had to fight for it.
It's Jilmy Kimmy.
Jilmy Kimmy. Hi, I'm
The
Jilmy
unbreakable
Kimmy.
Jilmy Kim.
What if it's just Jimmy Kimmel in drag pretending to be his sister?
That's what you need to do.
I pitched to cruise ships a couple times after that one. I was like, look, let me be the comedy on your music thing. I'll do a roast of a band. Let me roast the band. And they
Yeah.
were just like, it is impossible for me to get a new thing in here. It is like we are a
This is what we
do. It was crazy to do one thing on one of them with you. The rest of we don't even really like new bands. These people don't care. We're not different away from making more
Yeah,
money.
they don't. They
Like,
just want like what's working. What
Exactly.
They think is working. I've sent a lot of cold emails to cruise ships, and I've never gotten
really?
a response.
Hey,
The
it's
emails were
Pickle.
lost at sea.
it's me.
I think my favorite part of besides watching a guy lose so much money that he had a breakdown, which I might have talked about on here before.
Where? How?
I saw a guy. The casinos on cruise ships are lawless.
Sure.
You have to be like 9 years or older to bet in these casinos because you're out. No one knows the law. You're in the middle of the ocean, and it's just like teenagers working on these cruise ships, and they run the casino, and we're all playing craps, and everyone's having a fun time. You know, like $100 is lasting a long time. We're all playing, and it's 5 a.m. and it's drunk, and it's because the shows go till like 2 or 3, and then we're just down there playing, like the musicians and myself, and then the only other people who are awake is degenerates. Like you're on the cruise alone, away from your family, gambling at 5. Like when breakfast is you're seeing like carts of sausage go by.
Yeah, the alcoholics who made it to retirement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These people, I bet these people died a week after Jimmy Buffett did, like how sometimes couples die close together. Like
There's no reason to keep going.
when Jimmy Buffett died, these people were like, well, what do I have 2 sheds for?
So many people just died.
They just like fade, like they disappeared like the Back to the Future photo.
Without him, we
Were
make
they
no
ever
sense.
really
Yeah, were they
here?
ever really here?
I think these people got leftovers when, but a guy was betting, and we were paying like $1 or $2 on craps, and this guy was betting thousands of dollars, and they started losing so much money. He went to the ATM and then came back with like thousands and thousands of dollars again, and then he lost all that money. And he's being mean to the kid working. The kid doesn't give a shit. There's no more job security than we're in the middle of the fucking ocean. You can't fire me.
Yeah.
Like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm the only person who knows how this craps game works. And so this guy's like, come on, he's just being mean or whatever because he's losing all this money. Then he goes back to the ATM and his card doesn't work. And he's like, he's lost probably $10,000 if not more at this point. And he's like, I need a phone. Because you can't just use your cell phone. It's like, I need a phone. I got to call my bank. And the kid working the craps table was like, never a good sign to call your bank from a boat at 5 a.m.
I would imagine not.
Absolutely roast this guy. He calls his bank, can't get money, and just like storms off. He lost so much money, his like bank cut him off.
The bank is like...
His bank was like, we'll talk when you die.
They're just... yeah. All in due maritime, we'll talk.
Yeah.
It was a... Anyways. That's enough about cruises.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Then we got, but man, it was, I do wish that is a lucrative little niche of, I think people don't realize that about entertainment of like those kind of things are sort of there a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's little ways to try, but.
Yeah, you can have a very successful career as an entertainer and not be famous.
Yeah. And that's actually probably better.
That sounds
than being
incredible.
Famous. Yeah.
Being unsuccessful and famous.
Ooh.
The worst.
Yeah,
yeah, everyone screams at me when I'm out driving them in my Uber.
But I'm known.
Yeah.
I have a very low rating on Uber. Low enough to keep going, but not so low that I am banned.
They won't ban anyone.
You know what you have
They
to do
really
to get
won't.
banned as an Uber driver?
Oh my God,
The
one
Uber driver
have
just
to-
sexually
you'd
assaulted
not- yeah,
everyone
you-
for 10 years and
And
didn't
even
get
then.
banned.
And
You'd
even then,
you'd
they
have
give
to
you
kill
another
someone,
shot.
and it would have to be proven.
You
and
would
you'd
have to post
go
the
to
footage.
Prison.
I almost got run
Yeah.
over by a Lyft that I hailed the other day. And
Hailed? You made it sound like it's a rickshaw.
Hailed a Lyft. And he went to the wrong street. And so I was like I called him 10 times to ask him to just come to the right street. He wouldn't answer. So I was like, fuck it. And I walked over to where he was. He pretended like he didn't see me. I like stood in front of his car and I was like, hello. And then he rolled his windows up as he like floored it at me. So I had to get out of the way. And then I contacted Lyft and I was like, hey, one of your drivers was being insane and almost ran me over. And they were like, here's a $5 credit. We are so sorry.
When I drove Lyft, I went to the Lyft class where you learn car. And like they show you pictures, you point out which
learn
one's car,
car.
which one's horse and stuff. And there were
Kyle comes back exhausted.
I'm like sweating. I'm like look like the lawyer from The
just
Simpsons.
like-
My
had a really
briefcase
hard
is
day.
overflowing with papers and stuff. I'm fucking strung out. There were guys in the class who were like, I got fired from Uber, so I'm here. And then sometimes I get fired from one and just go work at it sounded like the relocation of priests.
Yeah.
They're just like, I've been moved to a new district.
Reassigned.
Yeah, I've been reassigned to Lyft. And they were just like, I work through the bonus, and then I just do whatever, and I go work at a different one and work through the bonus again. And I was just like, I'm just bored. I need to eat.
Lyft college.
Well, let's talk about Child's Play.
Okay.
And
let's talk about
we're
it.
here. Both of you have never seen Child's Play.
No.
This is a return of the joint venture writing committee. I don't know if your duo has a name for your writing together. Contentious writing.
I don't think that we would be able to come up with a name.
Yeah, we'd have to reach out to AI or anyone else to get a name.
That's
That's a good
actually a good
idea.
idea.
We should do that.
I told you that I was brainstorming Teletubby names
You did tell me
in
that.
ChatGPT while I was driving through an intersection.
Okay.
And I had a moment where I was like, I put my phone down and I was like, I could have died. And
you look at your hands.
That would have been
What was
happening.
Did they pull up your phone?
Yeah, it would have been like, oh, what was he? Why did he die? What happened? He was.
They hold up the last text that you sent, and it's to me being
It's to chat. It wasn't like to me telling a human about it. It was literally me talking to ChatGPT. And not just being like, can you brainstorm 10 Teletubby names? Like clarifying after I got the initial list, giving ChatGPT edits.
further ramifications. Do you remember any of the names?
Well, the first 4 names were just the Teletubbies names.
Okay, classic.
ChatGPT just
Way to not
slided
try.
them in there.
That's plagiarism, but
I
okay.
can't remember. They weren't great. I have to say it was like,
What are you doing this over here, Kyle?
All right, here we go. I actually reached out to ChatGPT. I said, Bailey and Pickle are a writing duo who write movies they've never seen. What should their duo be named? And they replied, Bailey and Pickle could have a creative duo name, like the Unseen Scribes. And I go, give me 15 better options. And they gave me 15 better options. I go, okay, give me funny names that seem like they hate each other. So here's some of the names.
Okay.
The Script Squabblers.
Oh, that's good. That's really accurate.
that's good. Yeah.
Bicker and Banter Productions.
Bicker and
I like this one. Frenemy Filmmakers.
Oh.
Frenemy filmmaker.
Bailey's
good.
Beef with Pickle. That one has nothing to do with writing.
But it's pretty good. It's
They can't all be good.
Yeah.
The Quibble Quills.
The Quibble Quills.
Does that sound like a Renaissance Festival improv group?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's like a group that's challenging.
Yay and. Yay and.
Yeah.
The improvised Shakespeare company is quaking in their boots.
Low needs a location.
Over yonder.
I have no need for at least 6 months.
Norton's Nemesis. The Mutual Agonists.
That's fun.
Right, Fight, Right. And Clash and Craft Creators.
Right, fight, right is so good.
All right. I said, give me some that are very serious. They're just your names over and over again.
4 of them are the Teletubbies
Prestige
names.
Scriptorium.
Prestige
All right, now give me some that aren't from Step Brothers.
Prestige Scriptorium. I like that one.
Okay, so we came into this last time. It was Psycho, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
You had not seen Psycho. How was the? I'm interested in mostly the writing process. I would like to explain that, and then we'll get into the script. So the first
Yeah.
time the writing process was a collaborative attempt.
It was a collaborative attempt.
Yeah.
This we did not communicate with each other. We just wrote
Intentionally, yeah.
Intentionally. I wrote a page, Pickle wrote a page, I wrote a page, Pickle wrote a page.
And the rules were that we weren't allowed to comment on the page, offer feedback,
yeah.
make changes.
You had to
Yeah.
Anything.
act as though you had written the previous page.
Yes,
Yeah,
and that
and
we
that it
and
was
that
perfect.
it was perfect and couldn't be. It could like the software
love
wouldn't
this.
let you edit it. So what ended up kind of happening is us just retconning the last page.
Yeah. I
To
think
what
with
you wanted.
increasing creativity.
Okay.
I think you'll find, and the more I think about the script, the more I do think it's art.
Yeah, this is
We're
that's
definitely
Bailey at Cannes, like
onto
accepting her
something.
award.
The more I think about
The more I think about movie, the more I think movie art.
And that I do good at art.
I do good art. Thanks for this.
Just walks into the sea.
I don't want to use the word triumph,
No. We couldn't.
but we'll let the listeners.
If you want to
come
use
to
the word
that
triumph,
conclusion.
So
Kyle or anyone.
we alternated pages.
We alternated
There was
pages.
no discussion.
No discussion. We couldn't even talk about it out loud.
Didn't
No.
talk out loud.
No. We exchanged 0 words to each other. Like, this will be the first time that we maybe talk about it.
And then the final page you wrote together.
Line by
line
line.
by line.
Line by line.
So the same rules, but line by line.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we didn't write anything together.
Okay.
And sort of what came out of this is a combative mess of fun.
Well, I think the ideas all came together.
Oh, they definitely
I
did.
think this is more cohesive than our Psycho script.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is for
Yeah.
Child's Play.
Yeah.
We'll get to the script and we'll talk about Child's Play right after we get back from this break. Does anyone need anything?
I'm good.
All right, we are back. Pickle and Bailey are here, having never seen Child's Play, but having written the script together, alternating pages until the final page where you alternated lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to preface either of you knowing about Child's Play? Neither of you have seen any of them.
No, I didn't even realize that was like the Chucky movie.
Yeah, we had. That's all that I know is that it's Chucky.
Oh, and he's got that wife.
Oh, we forgot about
I
that.
forgot about her.
We'll write a sequel at some point.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh boy! Well, if your Child's Play script doesn't pass the Bechdel test, we're gonna have a problem.
I'm not
It
sure
actually
it would
does- I
pass
think
any
it-
test.
I'm not sure
This
it would
isn't even
pass,
eligible for the
like,
ACT.
Yeah. It wouldn't pass like one of those
It wouldn't pass the lift
Rick
driving
Captcha
test.
human tests.
It would not be able to recognize a car.
Your script is just like not sure what sidewalks are. It's just
Yeah.
staring at the
No.
captcha.
Like that really will. Yeah. You'll. Yeah.
Well,
it's-
let's hand these out.
Okay.
Okay.
You can cast it, however.
Oh, we didn't even talk about
Oh
casting.
yeah, we didn't. I think we should read. Like I'll read.
I figured
the ones
that
I wrote.
you'll
I
each
think-
read the stage directions you wrote, correct?
I definitely
Yeah.
think that Brie Larson is in this.
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah.
And we can also cast it as we go, or you can give out some
We can
parts
think
right
about
now
it.
if you'd like.
We're eager for suggestions.
I want Kyle.
If it's
to
a
be-
reveal of someone like Brie Larson, we can cast it when we get to them, or you can cast it now. It's whatever you would like.
I think Kyle should be Erica.
Okay.
Joe, do you want to be Michael?
I'll be Michael. Yeah.
I'll be Sarah, and there's a guest line at the very end. Kyle, you can read that.
Well, also Chucky. Who's Chucky?
Oh yeah, Kyle, you can be Chucky.
Yeah,
Erica,
maybe.
Chucky, and then
But you
I'll
need
know
to
when I
do
see
it like a Chucky.
How does Chucky sound?
I don't know. We've
All right,
seen
I'll just
the movie.
once we get to the two of you, the experts on Child's Play, the films.
We
How does the
haven't
character you're
seen that.
familiar with sound? You
I don't know how to break this.
You only forgot half of them.
But it's got to be like a villainy voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
You're gonna be doing a lot of heavy lifting, I think. I'll read.
Well, can we
It's
hear
okay.
the
The two of
villainy
you.
voice?
I feel like we'll give it a run. And you can give me notes when we get
Yeah.
to
Well,
Okay,
can we hear
perfect.
what you're thinking?
it. More of a Charles than a Chucky.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of anything yet. I have to see the setup.
Well,
let's let him
okay.
get there, and we'll give him notes as the notes come.
Well, but I don't want to interrupt. The
I think
flow of the
we're
script.
25 minutes in and just getting to the podcast.
Okay. All right.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
gotta
No,
start.
I think that's fine because I have nothing to fill.
Okay. All right. This is Child's Play
I'm
All right, and who
Michael,
was the
right?
first
by
page?
Pickle and Bailey. I'm the first page.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I can read stage directions.
You do the stage directions for the ones you wrote, and I'll do the ones for the one I wrote.
Oh yeah, totally. So page 1 is Bailey.
Yeah, this is me. Okay. Fade in. Fade out. Fade in again. Cut to black, like end of Sopranos. Fade in one more time. Yes, this was the final fade in. The vibe should be uneasy. Setting this tone of like, is this on purpose or not? Because it sort of looks like the movie isn't starting or wasn't correctly printed on the film. Note to Joe, I'm stalling here. Sorry. Fade in one more time. Wait,
Hold
I'm
on.
having trouble hearing myself.
Yeah, so your microphone's cutting out.
Okay. And God forbid anyone miss this.
All right, well, you talk.
Better. It's
I'm
still
not
kind
sure.
of crackly
Okay.
to me.
Is that
Yeah.
All right. Will
Okay.
you start over?
All the way over.
Okay.
We're on the third line. Your first 5 lines
Okay.
are 3 words.
That's true. All right. All right.
Here we go.
Fresh slate.
Fade in. Fade out. Fade in again. Cut to black, like end of Sopranos. Fade in one more time. Yes, this was the final fade in. The vibe should be uneasy, setting this tone of like, is this on purpose or not? Because it sort of looks like the movie isn't starting or wasn't correctly printed on the film. Note to Joe, I'm stalling here. Sorry. Fade in one more time. Interior playroom night. A little girl, Erica, 7, and her brother, Michael, 6, sit in front of one of those chunky 90s TVs with built-in VCRs watching a Jeff Dunham comedy special. They are completely enamored.
Do you think Jeff Dunham is real?
I think he's just an actor.
Do you think puppets are real?
Note to Joe, is Chucky a puppet or a doll? I'm going to say puppet, but if you think it's a doll, feel free to explore that. IDK, I think I'm mixing this up with Goosebumps. Oh, I didn't even know Joe wrote a response. Would you like to read your response?
Joe responds, Chucky can be CGI, but also sometimes a doll, or maybe he's a puppet and then sometimes a cartoon. Really twacked out, inconsistent shit that makes the audience wonder what's real.
You can't just ask people if they believe in puppets. That's really personal.
But do you?
Yes.
Me too.
Lightning strikes. The power goes out. And then Joe.
Okay, yeah. This is my page. Something moves in the dark. What was
What what?
Oh, Sarah, I forgot you were here.
Sarah, girl, young, is also there. They all look around, afraid.
Also there.
Hold on. I think I have.
Sarah pulls out a small flamethrower, which she uses to light the couch on fire. In the light, no one panics because of the fire. It's fine, like The Sims, kind of like it won't spread if there's no furniture around it. They see Chucky as a puppet. Sarah screams and in her panic falls back into the fire. She dies, but it's not a big deal or a fuss and no loud screaming or anything. It's more like in the Hunger Games sequel when that old woman falls back into the fog and just goes away. Oh my God, OMG. right? OMG.
You wrote this. This is.
I thought I was writing, oh my God.
Well.
Oh my God, the stories are true.
Hey, kids. I
perfect.
have red hair. Who's ready to die? Erica is spelled different now. Puppets aren't true. Puppets aren't true. Puppets aren't true. Puppets aren't true. Puppets aren't true.
Michael slaps Erica. Snap out of it, you stupid cunt. Run!
6.
Michael and Erica run into the other room, pursued by Chucky.
Oh, this is me. As they run, Michael wonders why Erica suddenly has a K in her name, as though she didn't before. He rolls with it, though. He's a flexible boy, and he's fine with stuff like this.
Puppets are true. Puppets are true. Puppets are true.
The kids scream, even though this confirmed their beliefs. Chucky doesn't seem fun.
Hold on just a minute.
Oh, what's the problem, Mikey? Can't dance.
Okay, this is sensational on your part.
I am
no
drenched in
notes.
sweat.
No notes.
No notes at all.
I'm so glad we didn't, yeah.
Totally. Chucky pulls out a gun.
Like he's in Deadwood.
Chucky pulls out a gun and shoots it at Michael's feet.
Actually, I can.
Michael does a perfect merengue. He dodges the bullets with his feet.
Are you a puppet or are you a doll?
I don't know.
Chucky stops shooting, deflated.
There's only one way to find out.
Chucky doesn't like this.
Oh, what do you mean? How?
Erica and Michael smile.
Come here.
Erica respectfully inspects Chucky's weird little body, looking for hole.
Oh, well. What is it? You're not a puppet after all.
Michael screams for honestly no reason.
How dare you, whore! I'm the puppet king. I am to be worshipped. You're a cartoon.
Chucky appears now to be animated like in those episodes of cartoons when they put the cartoon in real life. Not CGI.
You know, a puppet, cartoon, whatever. You're still gonna die.
Chucky aims his gun at Erica and fires. Slow-mo sequence. Michael jumps in front of the bullet and takes it. Erica screams.
Oh, Michael! Oh, wait, whoops. Sorry. Michael, no!
Chucky laughs hysterically as Erica rushes to Michael's side.
Michael, hold on. You're gonna be okay.
Do you remember the lake house?
Of course.
The key to defeating him, it's in the portrait. Bullet in Michael's face, cutting him off. Chucky holds his gun and turns to Erica.
Your boyfriend can't save you now. Or any of the children who play. I'm going to wipe the face of Earth. I'm going to wipe the face of the Earth clean of all children and of all play. All shall bow to the Puppet King. Michael is not my boyfriend. He's my brother.
Michael stirs. He's fine. He grabs
The ultimate improv technique.
He grabs the bullet that was near his face and puts it on his finger. A finger puppet, but a bullet, if that makes sense. Erica, who's now spelling her name with just a K, I guess, no C, gasps.
I'm her brother, and I'm the puppet master.
Chucky screams, unclear on how this in particular happened, but also unclear on anything that has happened up until this point.
Okay, hold on. If you're the puppet master, then that means...
That's right. I control you. You work for me.
But wait, that also means...
That's right. I set this whole thing up. I killed Sarah, the girl from before. She was also a puppet. I gave her that flamethrower.
Erica goes and stands with Chucky. They both scream. Chucky looks at her and speaks, but it's Michael's voice that comes out of his mouth.
Puppets aren't true. Puppets aren't true.
Puppets aren't true.
Erica breaks away.
There's only one person I can call.
She dials Jeff Dunham on her iPhone. She has his number.
And now it's my page. Dream sequence ends.
When I saw this, I screamed.
All shall bow to the Puppet King.
Erica, realizing that the last page and everything that happened on it was a dream sequence caused by the delirium of losing Michael, who is in fact dead, comes to her senses.
Not if I get the amulet from the lake house. The amulet was lost in the war against puppets. He's almost a pirate. Sometimes we may have been defeated then, but one thing we did do is secure our future uprising by destroying the amulet. Not all of it.
Erica telekinetically crashes down the roof on Chucky and rushes to the enchanted well behind the house.
Her name is spelled different in the same line.
She looks back just as Chucky is starting to emerge from the rubble.
Puppets aren't true. Puppets aren't true. Puppets aren't true.
Erica opens her eyes, which are now glistening and violet. The well becomes a portal, and she steps inside as Chucky rushes to stop her.
No!
Interior, lake house. 10 years earlier. Michael and Erica are children.
Weren't they 6 earlier in the script?
I didn't go back to check. Sarah is also a child. No, dummy, I'm telling you, I saw something crazy when I went downstairs last night to get a glass of water. Mom and Dad were standing over this glimmering stone, and when they saw me, they totally tried to cover it up.
You're a liar. Mom and Dad hate stones. Ever since Mom beat Dad at rock, paper, scissors, they agreed that their marriage could only continue if stones were banned.
Fine, I made the whole thing up. But that doesn't mean it isn't real.
Oh, you're right. Things I say based on my past knowledge aren't necessarily reality, only the reality that I understand with my limited perspective.
Wow, deep. They all jump in the air and chest bump.
Well, let's just promise that we'll never fight again and never speak of the amulet or any stones, no matter what happens in the future, including the return of the puppets.
And this is Jeff Dunham. Kyle, you can also play him.
Well, I can't promise that. I don't know what he sounds like.
Back to present day. The lake house is abandoned, dusty, sinister. It's night. A door creaks open, and Erica, who we now realize has come into herself as a woman, stands in the doorway. She is resolute, but
She's
a twinge of fear can be perceived rippling through her being.
I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Interior, the inside of Jeff Dunham's head, brain. The word
Brain?
the word apology appears on the screen and it floats into Jeff's brain. It comes out of his brain but is now transformed into 2 words. Apology accepted. Interior, lake house night, back to present.
It's all good.
The end. So, I think it's going to get made.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think I've seen them, but I don't remember some of this happening. But I don't remember none of it not happening.
Well, it's got everything that you want. And it's
Yeah.
got the fantasy element.
Children.
Yeah.
Children 10 years younger than when they were 7.
Yeah.
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham definitely makes an appearance. Sarah is,
Yeah. I think we allow... I mean, they're magical, so they could be...
right.
They're immortal.
Right.
Probably.
It
Yeah. I mean, I'll defend it with my life. It makes a lot of sense.
yeah, I mean, I think it was beautiful.
Thanks.
It's nice to, see people understand that maybe how they perceive reality isn't how it actually exists.
Yeah, there's a moral.
That could
Yeah.
be the play of child's play.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
the
did
play.
start... That's why Chucky starts talking about the children, because I realized that we hadn't addressed the title.
Oh.
That's like what
Yeah.
happens a little bit into Titanic. You see him really wedging it in there.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a
They
boat,
haven't
it's a boat,
addressed
it's a
it.
boat, it's a boat.
Yeah, he keeps walking by where it says it painted on the end, like you're at it.
Boat.
I don't think I've ever seen the stage direction interior, the inside of Jeff Dunham's head, and then the time of day is brain.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't read Being John Malkovich, but I feel like it's a pretty similar sort of vibe.
Yeah, we used a lot of that as inspo for this.
Could you imagine
That's,
it's Being John Malkovich with just
Just Chucky.
Jeff Dunham instead of Malkovich?
I don't know who that is, Jeff Dunham.
Oh, he's
He's a stand-up who uses puppets.
he's like a ventriloquist stand-up comedian.
I just...
You didn't? Oh, wow. You didn't do any research.
It wasn't my place.
Wow, do your research.
Literally.
Well, that-
Do independent study.
if
Don't
I
let the
did-
lamestream media tell you where Jeff Dunham is
If
from.
I was doing research on something that Bailey introduced to the script, that would be breaking the rules.
Oh,
That
wow.
would be
True.
me commenting on it.
You're
in
just reading the
some
script
way.
like, wow, she really fleshed out the first and last name of some guy.
Yeah, I was like, that's a person. Probably. Well, and Jeff doesn't get much of a part on my pages.
No.
There are.
No, you did write him a line, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
What
He can
line?
keep his SAG card.
I didn't write him any lines.
You did. It doesn't matter which one, but there was one on there that I
No,
don't
no,
think
go
I
back.
wrote.
This is
I
worth
think
it.
matters.
I think it matters.
Let's do some, for the podcast, let's do some silent reading.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
We're going to look into this.
We're
We're going to take one more
rustling
break, and we'll be right back.
I'm lost. I can't find it.
We're still rustling, and we're back.
I mean, it ended up being kind of a longer script.
I kept saying, I think that's enough.
Like, while we were reading it a minute ago, you kept saying, I think this has been enough.
We could cut it here.
Yeah, we can. But
I think that's the beauty of this script is you could cut it anywhere and it would make just as much sense.
I
if not
picture
more.
this is what the first draft of The Lighthouse looked like.
I was kind of thinking of that movie with Sandra Bullock.
The
and
Blind Side?
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Speed?
The Lake House.
Oh. Is that where the lake house portion came
Yeah.
from?
No,
I was
didn't
thinking of
take
The
any
Lake
the
House when I
plot.
wrote, let's go to The Lake House.
Yeah, literally, that's actually.
How fast should we go there? Over 50 miles an hour or our bus will explode.
Well, she takes a portal.
All right, here we go. We're going to play a few games.
Okay.
Thank you to both of you for having never seen Child's Play.
Oh,
Thank
please,
you.
for
Should we
pleasure.
watch it?
This first
No, we'll
game
never speak
that
of
we're
it.
going to play is called Guess What Movie Kyle's Dad is Describing, having only watched the trailer and never having heard the movie the game.
So hard.
Kyle's dad is describing having only watched the trailer and never having heard of the movie game.
How this works is my dad watches movie trailer, writes down what's happening, and then reads back what he wrote down. You have to tell me what movie it's a trailer for. Here we go.
Okay. There are some wind chimes slowly blowing.
Texas Chainsaw
He
Massacre.
walks
No.
out of his house and his dog is barking.
Signs.
It is Signs. What the heck?
I was so close.
That was like jarring.
I mean, I know how Signs starts.
That's a trailer. I know how Signs
well, we'll try
start.
another one.
That was
That was so
impressive.
fast. Here we go. That was crazy.
Okay. They're playing the game of life. A song on the jukebox. One guy has a broken arm. Maybe there was an earthquake. Quick shots now. She's in a vent. Something is on fire.
Die Hard.
The older man seems very upset. The music did that movie trailer thing where it went from fun to really dramatic. She is running up the stairs towards the light. He's telling her not to open the door. It's quiet now. Something is coming. Shaky sounds.
That's it?
That's it.
Barbarian.
It is not Barbarian. This one's hard.
Something is. Don't open the door. I
Licorice
don't know.
Pizza.
No, I don't know what happens in Licorice Pizza.
I don't know, but that trailer was so. That couldn't have been that because the Licorice Pizza trailer was so long.
The Game of Life. What?
It's not The Strangers.
I don't know.
It's a scary movie.
It's a scary movie. It's like a thriller,
Not Poltergeist.
not Poltergeist.
Who plays the Game of Life?
This one is real tough. This one, all right. This one we're looking for is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Oh.
Okay.
I've seen that, but I wouldn't have
Is
gotten
that the one with what's his face?
John Goodman.
Yeah.
I love 10 Cloverfield Lane.
It's really great.
I need to watch that.
I like it comes up a lot on here, but I talk about horror performances and like scary performances not getting awards recognition. You won't show me anyone better in a movie than John Goodman in that movie. In like
No.
10 Cloverfield Lane. I like go to like Toni Collette in Hereditary. You're going to tell me someone else could have done that?
Acting in horror is so challenging.
It looks
It's
very.
and
yeah.
takes so
Yeah.
much imagination.
It's almost it is in you have to avoid being campy.
yeah.
You have to avoid being cheesy, yet you have to act so extreme.
You have to
Yeah.
see. I was just in a horror short, and it's like you have to see something that's not there
And that
is,
isn't
and
scaring
be
you.
really afraid of it.
Yeah.
And
But
not
no,
be
no,
like,
it's the best acting is pretending to be Abe Lincoln.
right? Abe Lincoln acts himself.
I mean, I've talked about it so much on
Pretending to
here
be
about
Abe
just like
Lincoln.
all these horror movies where you just and comedy I think is very difficult.
Yeah.
But a horror movie, it's so hard to not be over the top.
Has a horror movie gotten like Academy recognition?
Get
since
Out, I
the
think, was
Silence
close.
Of
Silence
the
of the
Lambs.
Lambs.
Silence of the
Get Out,
Lambs,
yeah.
but Get Out didn't get any acting nominations.
No, did Silence?
Um,
Did she get?
I don't know.
Nominated for
I know
that?
that Anthony Hopkins won best.
Oh my
I believe he won best actor, and it's the performance that has won
He's,
the
like,
award for the
barely
least
in
on
it.
screen,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
historically.
it's extraordinary, isn't it? Just like how many minutes?
I actually
like,
haven't
some
seen Silence
crazy
of the
amount.
Lambs.
What?
Yeah,
It's so good.
but I know so much about it because of this podcast. because this, I really, really like to go to bat for this horror. I'm like firmly like every year around the Oscars, you'll see me just getting pissed off. Where I'm like, why is there no VFX? Why is there no stunt category? Why are none of these people acknowledged? Why do none of these horror?
But
Switch
then it's
places.
like, why do we even like have that? Like the Academy Awards is so arbitrary.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Oh,
it just
wait.
becomes like an advertising war.
I like partner with the Academy. Shouldn't be talking shit.
No,
I
but the
mean, it's a
museum is
very
great. It's a
legitimate
historical
institution that is like very, important.
And I don't even always think that like the ones I'm not like looking at who wins best actor or actress and thinking that's bad or not good. I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah,
that's a
but it's like-
magnificent thing, but I'm like excluded from this is niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at this point, about what goes to movie theaters, I don't think horror is that niche anymore. You're either in Marvel or you're a horror movie that costs $20.
There should be a category of Oscar that's just niche, and it could be anything. It's just stuff that's
we want
great.
to give a trophy to, I saw someone once say there should be an Oscar for best TV show, but yeah, that's pretty much a movie.
Well, like like
Like,
an
we're not going to
Oscar-
give the Succession an Oscar.
Right.
It does. Yeah,
It
exactly.
deserves an Oscar.
But it could be like VFX or stunt or performance or anything. It could just be something
Right, like
that
we're
doesn't
going to give
fit
Tom
into anything
Cruise's
else.
stunt coordinator an Oscar just because that was
that
wild.
was amazing.
Come on, this
Yeah.
guy needs one of
Yeah,
these on
that's
his
so
mantle.
true.
But they don't need one every year.
Like a miscellaneous
yeah,
award.
miscellaneous category.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna
And the winner of miscellaneous.
Yeah.
I do wish there was I wish they gave out an Oscar 10 years later for the thing we still think about.
Yeah.
I wish they were just like, and the
Mm-hmm.
award for the movie that we actually still care about the most is Children of Men or something. Like
Yeah,
a movie that
or
got no
something that,
Oscar
like,
nominations.
An award for something that like aged really well.
Yeah.
Because
That
how many
movie, wow.
performances that won Oscars we look back and we're like, ooh.
I know, you're like,
Yeah.
they're pretty good. Or you're like, oh, that was an impression. Like I did that on the playground
but the
and got in
acting
trouble.
style has changed.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I do think, let's look back 5 years. The one that we still really love. And sometimes they nail it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Everything Everywhere All at Once will be the movie we look back on from that year forever.
I haven't seen that.
But I
movie.
don't.
It's great.
I don't think we're gonna like look back and be like, God, we really got to rewatch the King's Speech.
Crash.
Yeah, yeah. Crash like the next year. Everyone was like, should we even put it in the montage?
I forgot about it while I was watching the ceremony.
Right.
I was like, what is this Crash?
I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen Crash.
It was not on my radar until it
It
won.
has nothing to do with Dave Matthews Band, but everything to do with Dave Matthews Band.
all at once.
Those who know, know.
Every crash everywhere all at once. All right, we're gonna play a game here. Speaking of shoving movie titles together,
Ready to play.
Oh, this is my favorite game.
And after.
this is called Before and Afters. Two movies have been smushed together into one movie. I will read you the smushed together plot. You tell me the smushed together title. Some examples: Saving Private Silverman, Wolf of Wall Street. What do we do today? Child's Wren of Men play. That doesn't work. I can't think of any with Child's Play. But you could do Chuck E.T.
That's fun.
There's Chucky
That's
and
good.
Chuck
E.T. put together.
E.T.,
Chuck
yeah.
E.T.
Try to come up with some new examples, but there's so few good ones. Every time I list the examples,
Yeah.
and then I do one that I wrote, and they're like, well, the examples are good. I'm like, yeah, that's why they're the examples. And here we go. These ones, I put all horror, at least one in each one. Little horror or
right, it's
spooky
October.
or Halloween type of thing. That's fine. Number one. A couple sets up video cameras in their house to investigate supernatural occurrences, including seeing a ghost that discovers she has vagina dentata.
Paranormal activity.
Paranormal activity is correct. That one's more
Did you
fun to
write
say
that?
than write. I did. I thought paranormal activity was hilarious.
It's really good.
Paranormal activity.
Activity.
Here's my impression of in that movie, the wife asking her husband how he found that out about the ghost. So how do you know she has that? All right, 3 points each.
So how do you know she has
So the
that?
ghost has teeth where? How do you know?
How do you know she has
I
that?
saw it on the camera. Number two, kids who free a coven of evil witches must steal their book of spells to stop them from becoming immortal and releasing everyone's murderous doppelgangers.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Poke Us. Wow, you're on a roll.
These are good. These are pronounceable, which helps.
Hocus Pocus.
Well,
wait,
it's
what's
early.
the second movie?
Us.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Hocus
That's
Pocus.
I
so
rarely
good. That's
use
even
Us,
in the
but that one
title.
is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Us
really
and her
good.
are just kind of like
Right.
cheats. Here we go. Number three. A psychotic surgeon attaches humans together via their gastric system, but they will all blow up if the bus they are on goes below 50 miles per hour.
Human centipede.
And human centipede.
Human centipede.
Damn.
You're on a roll. This is good.
That's 3 points each. Is 9 to 8.
I don't- wait, I
Bailey is
didn't- I
winning.
haven't-
You said human first. That's worth 3 points.
That's true. Yeah.
It's arbitrary scoring.
Yeah. Pickle's winning.
I just suddenly have 90 points.
2 more. A student at the FBI interviews an imprisoned murderer / cannibal in an attempt to catch a bunch of high school virgins who made a pact to get laid before the end of prom night.
Silence of the... I don't know the second movie, I don't think.
Saw.
It's Saw about prom?
I don't know
the
the
second
second
one's not a
movie.
horror movie.
Oh.
An attempt to catch a bunch of high school virgins
Not
who
an-
made a pact to get
Silence
laid.
of the not another Silence of the American Pie.
Silence of the American Pie is correct.
Oh, nice. Good job.
2, 3, 4, 2 for Bailey.
Is not another teen movie a parody?
Yeah, of basically American Pie.
Okay.
But it is better and funnier than
An
American,
American
Pie.
Pie.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not. It is and it's also funny to watch Chris Evans be like the star of a parody movie,
Right.
and then you're like, well,
Yeah.
you can be Captain
can
America like
start-
next year.
Yeah, you can start anywhere. Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
A lot of Chris's.
You
really.
never would have.
All the Chris's.
Yeah, you just need to be white, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is
And they got a
the
good name
moral
for
of
that. It's
story.
Chris.
I was like, your name just needs to be Chris.
Chris Jenner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Final one. On the anniversary of her mother's murder, a teen becomes the target of a costumed killer who used to be a puppet for the United States military's attempt to foil Kim Jong-il.
Okay, wait. One more time from the top.
On the anniversary of her mother's murder, a teen becomes the target of a costumed killer who used to be a puppet for the United States military's attempts to foil Kim Jong-il.
So the second movie is that one, right? That they.
Yeah. It's like, is the first one Scream? I haven't seen a lot of like
What
classic
is
horror
the?
movies.
It's James Franco movie, right?
Yeah.
What was that called?
God, I can't remember.
It's not the interview. It's not the Seth Rogen, James Franco.
Oh.
Okay. Well, then
I have no idea.
nothing.
I don't know.
Who used to be a puppet for the United States military's
Oh,
attempt
a
to
puppet
foil
like
Kim
a-
Jong-il's
Not like a
terror plot.
sock puppet.
Not like the script that we read previously.
I don't know.
like a.
Okay, I don't know.
We were looking for Scream America, World Police.
Oh.
Wait, but it's not an actual puppet. Oh, wait, yeah,
They
Team
are
America.
puppets,
They
yeah.
are puppets.
Scream America, World Police. All right, going into our next game, it is
That's good.
currently tallies are hard to read. I think it's 13
Come
to 11.
on.
Pickle is winning. 13 to 11.
Come
And what do we got here? We are going
Even
into
though you got the trailer too.
we're going into our
Okay.
there we go. Our next game. This is called Build the Perfect Movie.
Build a perfect movie.
How this works is I'll give you a category. You each have to pick 2 movies from that category whose Rotten Tomatoes score add up to as close to 100 as possible without going over. So Price is Right rules apply. We're going to just do horror, spooky, whatever, Halloween type of thing for this one. So you pick 2 movies, and we'll pick your first one. We'll review the scores, and then you can pick your second one accordingly. Pickle, you'll go first because you are winning.
We're trying to
13
build the right
2
close
movies
to
as close to
100
100 without
but
going
without.
over.
And it's horror themed.
Silence of the Lambs.
Great. Oh, there's a
be-
bee in lamb. All right. I thought they was on the lamb.
On the
All right, Bailey,
lamb.
first one. I don't want to spoil it, Pickle, but start thinking of a low one.
Yeah. I
Historically low.
I'm gonna go Halloween Town 2.
I have that on DVD.
Do you really?
Oh, I have the Halloween Town 2. Do you know Peter Smith?
No.
It's a comedian. Anyways, he gave me Halloween Town, the DVD, probably 15 years ago, and I still have it.
Love Halloween.
Oh, you
Town.
talking about Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge?
Yeah, I'm talking about Calabar's Revenge. Yeah.
I'm not saying this movie was small, but 3 of the actors have hats on in their headshots. When you Google the movie, I don't know if that tells you anything. And 2 of the headshots are in black and white. So
Amazing. Yeah.
here we go. Let's review the scores. Silence of the Lambs is a 95.
oh
So you're looking for 5 or less. Think sequels. I don't want to give it, Think like, what's the 8th in something maybe? I don't know. Halloween Town 2, 62%.
what?
That's so much more than I thought it was.
Not
gonna
only is
be.
that more, that's now
95?
difficult to navigate.
Fuck.
Bailey,
Okay.
you have to pick first because you have more to navigate. You're looking for a 38.
Okay. Oh. What is that Saw movie that's like the worst one? I haven't seen any Saws.
I mean, I can list them off for you.
oh,
if
would
you'd
you
like.
list them off? Because I know which one
Sure.
I'm thinking of.
There's Saw.
Yeah,
There's Saw 2.
not that one.
There's Saw 3.
No.
There's Saw 4.
No.
There's Saw 5.
No. Well, do they have names besides that?
Not yet.
Okay.
There's Saw 6.
No.
There's Saw 3D.
No.
There's Jigsaw.
No.
There's Spiral, the Book of Saw.
Maybe
And
that
there's
one.
Saw 10.
Let's go Spiral. The book.
The one
of
with Chris
Saw.
Rock. Is that the one you're thinking
Yeah.
of? Okay.
5%.
And then we're looking for a 5% or less. You want me to list the names of the Saw movies? Because I'm about to have a stroke.
The Ginger Dead Man.
Oh, that movie is so great.
I know it's a little too good.
It's a little
I mean,
too
what
good.
has 5% Rotten Tomatoes? Mein Kampf.
Nah, have you met like film critics online? I will tell you this: Ginger Dead Man does not have enough reviews to be eligible,
Damn.
Oh wow. That's
and so you want to
cold.
pick another one. It has 4 reviews.
Really only
Yeah,
4?
and 3 of them are positive, but not enough reviews to be eligible.
Damn. I'm gonna go with The Purge 3.
Smart.
There's nothing that has 5. What's 5%?
Oh, you talking about election year?
Yes, which I saw.
You saw it?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Terrible.
Silence of the Lambs, 95%. The Purge 3 election year, 55%.
Whoa.
Okay,
So let's see if we
I
get a
really,
qualifier from
I
Bailey
don't know
here.
what I was thinking with Silence of the Lambs.
Halloween Town 2, 62%. Saw Spiral, 37%. That's a 99. That's such a good movie.
That's the best I've ever done at this game.
That's like the best you can do.
That's like
other than
1%
a perfect
away.
score.
Oh my god.
Great
That's
job.
remarkable.
You-
I can't
You're
believe it.
You now
You're on a
you
roll.
won getting to edit the podcast. It's just one of the fun prizes here on Never Seen It. Is
You've
post-production
become a never
capabilities.
seen it
Yeah.
wizard.
I'm
And Mike
a-
Crows would be so proud of you throwing a Saw movie in there that you almost remembered some of the title too.
Oh, hi,
I like
Mike.
what's the name of that Saw movie? The only one that doesn't have Saw in the title. All right. Well, today's winner with
Still.
19 points, Pickle, beating Bailey with 18 points. Congratulations.
Wow.
You can now promote yourself and talk about where you're at and let people know. And Bailey, your consolation prize is being able to do that as well.
Oh my god. Yay.
Thank you both for being here. Thanks for having never seen Child's Play.
Yeah, of
Thank you
course.
for putting yourself through the writing process once again.
That was a really good
Anytime it's one of
experience.
those things where it's like we're gonna be doing it until we die.
Yeah. And we will die because
Rogers
of it.
and Hammerstein, maybe they hated each other.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it's fun because we love each other, but we are horrible collaborators.
Horrible collaborators.
It's good to know that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fun when we collaborate, so we'll always
Yeah,
do it.
because it's good. It's
Yeah.
good to put test on a relationship.
Strain.
Strain. If you need to find me, you'll find me.
I love that. You guys can't see. Pickle just dropped a business card in the studio as though you're here and could pick it up.
Yeah.
Is that a hype card?
It's free advertising. Don't do that.
You're right.
I'm just kidding. I technically get paid. You can see me at my house if you have my address and we're friends.
Great.
Other than that, I'll be
We're
on
really
the internet.
private today.
I know. We don't want to be seen.
Well, hey, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day.
We're overwhelmed.
I've never seen it.